I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. This is your episode for 11/18/18. Hey, last week was 11/11/18. All right.
We going fast.
we got time. Let's not start it off on a sour note. But speaking of passing, we did lose the legendary Stand Man Lee at 95 years old. He didn't. Can I ask you? Do you know if the circumstances regarding his death were just old age?
Yeah, it was old age. Like, he was tiring out. He was getting weak. You saw, like, after his wife died 2 years ago, that you saw him starting to get weak. He stopped doing cons. He was stop doing like show ups and shit like that because he was getting sick and all. So yeah, it was technically old age.
Okay, cool. I just don't want to hear like he had some prevailing health problem or something like that. Like,
nah.
Okay, so that aside, he's was a living legend. Is a legend. He managed to do it, man. 95 years on this earth, and his reputation is pretty much impeccable. Can you think of anyone who's lived that long who really just has everybody loving them? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Think about how comics are one of those things in life that basically it doesn't matter what your belief is. It doesn't matter, what your political affiliation is. Everybody can enjoy them. And then to have a person that's just like, for all the people who read comics, to then go and say about Stan Lee, damn, he was a good dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty amazing when you think about it on a large scale.
Yeah.
So, I know you had a topic you wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
In regards to, his past works and stuff, or anything like that.
But in general, I just want to say it was a really hurting loss. In my sense is the fact that, I knew it was going to be time. He was 95 years old, but just the scale of what he brought to my life and that sense of his co-creations and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to say that you had these stories go on for over 60 years, 70 years of lifetimes. A lot of people grew up with the characters you wrote. A lot of people grew up with the morals that you put on these characters and building it up going forward. And it's crazy, like how much influences these characters have throughout the world of everything else.
You were just talking recently about how much you like Spider-Man, and he's a huge part of that. He's half of that,
Yeah. And Spider-Man, to me, I'm very biased with that. That's one of my favorite characters, hands down. And without Spider-Man, my personality comes off of what Spider-Man is. Like, I love what Spider-Man is, and I think that's where I grew up learning. That's where I learned from right and wrong, is from fucking Spider-Man comics. And
also, I want to ask you: did you get to experience any of the comics written by Stan Lee back in the day?
Yeah.
Did you come across any?
Something cool that I've been doing with my niece lately, because I have the Marvel Unlimited. And I did give her my access to mine, and me and my niece were talking about my niece Jordy. Shout outs to her. She was like, "What should I read first?" And I was like, something you should read that you probably have never read, and a lot of people take it for granted, is read some of Stan Lee's writing. Yeah. I said Stan Lee was probably one of the best dialogue writers ever.
Okay.
He had really grasp on how people talk. He had a real grasp on how people thought, and that was something that I was telling her. So what we're gonna do is, you know what, we'll go through Spider-Man together.
Yes.
We'll read 1 through 50, and then me and you will come talk. And we actually consider doing a podcast maybe on it, just like a little special, just for us to discuss it.
Okay.
And that's something down the road. It's not something that we have thought about doing just yet, but that was something in mind of doing this. So she's been reading. She's only 15 years old, and she grew up with Spider-Man because of me. Like, I've always read comics to her. I always showed her comics and stuff like that. So she knows a lot more of the newer generation of stuff for Spider-Man and not the older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was even telling me she just finished reading the Death of Gwen Stacy.
How old is that? Like, that's 70s Spider-Man, right?
That's 70s Spider-Man, yeah.
Okay.
She read Death of Gwen Stacy, and she was like, I don't know what it is, Theo, but that was the first comic that ever made me cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm very touched that she's really like getting involved and getting into his writing and stuff like that, because he was still writing Spider-Man at that time.
Well, see, I don't remember when he stopped.
He stopped.
I don't remember.
A little after the 200s.
Okay, cool.
But the Gwen Stacy one was his blueprint from the get. Like, he had that plan for a long time.
Really? Okay.
He never really wanted to kill Gwen Stacy, though.
Really?
He never really wanted to. Gwen Stacy was the person that he felt was the most match for Spider-Man. He felt that she was the one that was supposed to be with Spider-Man.
So was that just a case of the company taking liberties?
No, it was more the fact that, but Mary Jane was more of the story of how Peter Parker will come out of this.
Okay.
After her death, and that was the sense of what he put into that comic.
I mean, that's very complex stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he is known for just a very cheery, almost whimsical, disposition. Like the way his words come across in the comics. So to hear that he wrote something like that, that's like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I have such a connection to all his writings. I love the Fantastic Four. I loved Silver Surfer and Daredevil and things like that. But I always gravitated to Spider-Man, X-Men. He wrote about race before race was able to talk about in that kind of public.
He was one of the people mainly that created Black Panther.
Yeah,
and he gave the reason too, which is still powerful to this day. And I think the recent movie we just saw got that right. And his reasoning was he wanted to show African Americans in a position of, not what you always saw, which was the ghetto, the grimy. No, he wanted to show them royal, wanted to show them wealthy, wanted to show them intelligent. And that literally was the reason he said for doing that. That's crazy. For back then, it was in '67, I think they said Black Panther came out. That was the height of literally the well, I don't want to call it a war, but the civil rights movement was the '60s.
Yeah.
People were getting sprayed with hoses, dude. Like, so.
And that was
to
also,
actually take that chance, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And then also X-Men. Mm-hmm. X-Men was the first comic to really talk about race.
Talk about being different without being, without saying it. Yeah.
So, like, again, Stan Lee wrote many easy things. If you have the Marvel Unlimited, read some of his stuff. He has amazing writing. He's probably one of my favorite writers. Like, actually going into his stuff. I loved his Fantastic Four. I loved what he did to Captain America, even though he didn't create Captain America. Mm-hmm. He created Captain America to what he is today.
Okay. So he's like, he gave him the personality.
He gave him he gave him the personality we all know. But Captain America was not created by Jack Kirby and someone else created Captain America. But again, he gets credited on the personalities of these characters take and just the direction. He did a lot of the direction where they went and how he told the story and stuff like that. So if you ever have a chance to read his stuff, do it. It's amazing. It's history. It's everything that what we love about comics. This is some of the golden ages of what it was, and some of the best artwork, some of the best everything. went into these comics. The most personality, the most diverse, different storylines, dealing with drugs, dealing with loss, dealing with everything what makes a person a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I always gravitated towards Marvel for.
I like that he had his own Stan Lee touch, because if you look at it at the lineage, a lot of the heroes of the time are from Brooklyn, Queens, somewhere in Manhattan. So you get a little bit of Stan Lee flair with the characters.
Exactly, and they all kind of have a piece of his personality in that sense as well.
Yep.
So yes, rest in peace, Stan Lee.
You made it, big homie.
Yeah.
Don't be sad, because you don't have to be down here dealing with this bullshit.
Exactly.
Just gotta tell you that much.
Go see your wife and be happy again.
Wherever that may be. He's sitting next to the Watchers again. Just I told you I'd be back. And also, just a realistic thing is apparently at least 5 Marvel movies have like a pre-did cameo. So there's 5 more. That's what
5 more? I thought it was only 3. I thought it was Captain Marvel, Avengers 4 was the last one, and Spider-Man Far From Home.
It's the podcast I heard. I think it was like 2 days ago. It went up. There's a Fat Man. Well, I forgot what he calls it. The new Kevin Smith show.
Oh, Fat Man on Batman.
Yeah, like they changed the name on, didn't they? No, it's like Hollywood Fat Man. It's some weird thing. But yeah, they were talking about they were doing a tribute to Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And so they brought up a few. He did not specify them by name though.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Of course, people like that no more. He told some really interesting stories about getting to know him.
Yeah.
Because they did Mallrats, and then from there is what it spiraled out into like kind of a down the road for 20 years friendship with him and Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. And just some of the stuff people talking about, like you can listen to people from different walks of life talk about him, and just like nobody's got nothing shitty to say about the dude.
Yeah.
And it's just like in these times, that's amazing.
Yeah.
There's not 15 women coming out saying, Stan did this, and there's not these people coming out saying, oh, he stiffed me on money. It's like, nope.
No, his daughter's starting shit though.
Well, I can't hold him accountable for her. And I'm not gonna shine a light on somebody deadbeat or whatever. I don't know. If you weren't there before and we don't know about you for doing good things and you come out kicking dirt, that's not a way to be introduced to the world, is it?
Yeah.
So nah.
Yeah, like read his stuff. Definitely check out his stuff. The influence of what he done with all his characters throughout the years. Me being in my 30s, my nephew being 8, my niece being 15 years old. Look at all those different generations learning about these characters and building their lives around these characters and stuff like that, and how much it touched people. Jason David Frank had a little very sweet tribute to him too, because he met him during the first New York Comic Con, because that was the first Comic Con he did as well, and they sat next to each other in their signings. Okay, cool. And he got to become good friends with Stan Lee. And small ass world, like that too. That was actually the same con that I got to meet both of them as well. I met Jason David Frank and I met Stan Lee. And
okay, cool.
I got the Death of Gwen Stacy signed by Stan Lee because I think that one, that comic hit me the most. And then I got one of his early ones, which was with Dr. I have the First Prince of Dr. Octopus. Oh, nice. I think throughout the years, I think I developed more of a fan favorite to Dr. Octopus than all the other villains.
Well, I know.
Because of Spider-Man. Yeah.
But I mean, I know the later things kind of endeared me more to him. I liked him in a cartoon, though. Yeah. On the 90s cartoon.
Yeah. I think he was just a really dope. He just had like a great story going out through all these years. And to reading current stuff and reading back then, Dr. Octopus said he lined up becoming one of my favorite Spider-Man villains.
I think. See, I read Spider-Man at the worst possible time because I got suckered in by flashy comic book covers and holographic stuff. So I collected the entire Clone Saga. That's not good. That's not good. That's not a good way to remember the character. All right, and we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you. Like, you know what drew me in at first was Venom, the cover with him and Carnage and all that. I think it was 375 when they came to a head. Yeah. Because I think 300 is the origin and 375 is the big ass fight, the Maximum Carnage fight or whatever. And so, you know, not too shortly thereafter, they started to go into the, what was his name? The Jackal, and you know what that led. So I don't have the reference for the old Stan Lee Spider-Man stuff. I know him as more the salesman. Yeah. I know him as more the Marvel hype man. I know him as like, if Marvel has a mascot, it's not a character, it's Stan Lee. Yeah. Like if you were to say, okay, we're gonna put a Marvel character in Smash and you put Stan Lee, you'd be like, you know what? You right. You right. Like he's like that to me. He's just a human. But he, and I think a lot of people also don't remember that about him, that's not his name. It's Stanley Lieberman. Yeah. So he himself is was a character. Yeah. And he did that himself. And he basically just became indistinguishable from a salesman for the company who was telling you Excelsior and had the columns in the back of the books. Yeah. And then he also, because remember, he was editor-in-chief at one point too. Yeah. So that's kind of what I knew him as. Like, oh, he was just this dude that used to write, but now he's the big boss. And he loves the hell out of this company because every time you see him, he's saying, make my Marvel, or he's doing the Spider-Man hands. You know what I mean? Like he's always, whenever you see Stan Lee, you just feel like he's going to say something positive about Marvel. Yeah, and I also love the fact that he always called us true believers. True believers, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that was his thing with the fans. He always never called them fans. He called you guys true believers. Yep. That you believed in the world they created. Here, I'll tell you what the thing that endears me most to Stanley was his voiceover work. Yeah, because he was in mad video games. He was in the Spider-Man. And I'm about to say PS1. My favorite, like he arguably it's not the best anymore. Technology, whatever. But my favorite is still the one by, was it Neversoft? Yeah, it wasn't Treyarch. Neversoft was the one with the eyeball. The spider. So, and he was the narrator in that game. And that was awesome to have Stan Lee narrate. It's just like, he didn't have to do that. Could have been somebody else. Yeah. And, I mean, it was in the movie one. That was Bruce Campbell. But, like, that was awesome to have what I thought of as like the big boss as doing voiceovers in Marvel. That means in a video game, that means like you give a shit. Yeah. And definitely check out some of his work. Check out the games he was in. He was actually recently in the last Spider-Man game. Yeah. He had a cameo in there. He was a playable character in Lego Marvel. How old is that? That's a new one, or both of them. He's in both. He's Stan Lee in Peril. So they always have a character in peril in all the games. So it was Stan Lee in Peril. And he's like, hello, true believers. Help! And I bet you was it actually his voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Knew it.
And it was also him turning into the Hulk, and you see him with the Stanley mustache. He had Spider-Man's powers. He had everyone's powers, and like he turned into the Hulk and shit.
You read the stories about him? Did you know like him and Lou Ferrigno was actually really close friends?
Yeah.
Like even until like he was like, you know, in his late years, like they were still really close. I was like, what? That's pretty cool.
It's just really nice to hear the stories and how much positive he brought into the world. And again, these characters will live on forever. And yeah, rest in peace, Stanley. A funny little picture I found online, and it's like, you know, those did you know kind of posts they have online, like they'll give you a random fact. Deadpool is the only Marvel character who will be aware of Stanley's passing.
Wait, that's not. Because aren't there books where he showed up like in like a Spider-Man book, or he got saved or something?
But Deadpool is the only one that ever interacted with him in the comic book.
Shit, okay.
So he actually knows who he is. He knows that he created them.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, again, read his stuff. Definitely check it out. Let's not just go into other topic, more lighthearted in ways, even though his stuff is lighthearted.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna miss. Is just that dude brings a certain light to the screen wherever he is. Like you see him, you hear him. It's like damn.
And then you see him in the Marvel movies. You make him happy. You just get happy to see him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with that, what you been doing, man? You know, what you got?
I've been just we got some cool trailers the last 2 days. We got one for Toy Story 4, which was kind of not really it was more of a teaser than anything.
Yeah, there was two things. Like the one was a teaser, and then the other one was the two characters you told me about.
Yeah.
Voiced by Key and Peele.
I love it.
Kind of reenacting, like, you know, like two people would. Just like, yo, you remember Toy Story? Yeah. It was like, oh, Infinity. I forgot the stuff they were saying, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And messing it up. But okay, so that's cool. I mean, again, neither one of those things showed much, so I don't know.
They did show pictures of that Monster Hunter movie.
Yes, I have seen that. And it does look like something from the 90s, which is kind of spot on from that director. Because he did those damn Resident Evil movies. Yeah. I am not surprised that this is nothing like the real thing. Yeah. I know the story he's telling. Did you get to read on what it's about?
No.
They are paramilitary who fall into another world. That's it. They fall into Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
That's it. I haven't seen it visualized yet. You know, what it looks like when they fall in or they go through whatever wormhole or whatever it is. Yeah. But they are military. You see the Hummer sitting there in the video. I mean, in the photo. Yeah. And those are the words they were like, yeah, it's military and some some time or something, time and space bullshit. But you know what? We're not gonna really explain it until you see it. And watch when you see it, you're gonna be like, why the fuck did I pay the money to see this?
So
I should have pirated it.
Yeah.
But
with Monster Hunter, this is the next movie I'm gonna talk about is one that you kind of expect not to be good, and it was surprisingly hilarious, and I can't wait to see it. Is Detective Pikachu.
Oh, the trailer for that, yeah, is so good.
Yeah,
but it's Ryan Reynolds.
And he even made fun of it too. He put the Pikachu picture up.
He can. At this point, he's so self-aware. Can he do any wrong? I mean, he's on fire, man. But so I wanted to go into the history of that, specifically why people thought it was going to be good even before it was him. Was because the rumors were that it was going to be Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to know what it was going to be like with Danny DeVito. Like, he's still funny as hell. I'm just saying. So
this movie, it kind of has like a Roger Rabbit feel to it.
A little bit.
A live action with the Pokemon, but the Pokemon are supposed to be part of the world, but they're CGI'd animals and stuff like that. I think they all look great.
I like how the thing is hear them unless you're chosen to be a trainer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can't speak Pokemon unless you're supposed to be the very best that there ever was. Some shit like that.
Yeah. I do like the actor that they have in it. He was in that Netflix show, The Get Down.
Did not see that. What was it about? You remember?
It was like the 80s rap.
That show. Okay.
Yeah. He was one of the main actors in that show. So I actually liked him. He was also in the last Jurassic Park.
Okay.
So he's the main actor. Pikachu is talked by Ryan Reynolds. He pretty much finds him, and he has a detective hat on and all. He's the only one that could hear him talk, and everyone else hears him as Pika. And the fact that they had the old school sound effect off him, and he said Pika, it was like, all right, I can see where this is going.
But remember, like I said, you see the other trainers.
Yeah,
you can only talk to the Pokemon if you're supposed to be a trainer. I guess in the world is something special like that. Because you see the girl that he travels with later on has a fucking that big ass side duck.
Yeah.
Oh, and it just looks like a side duck, and it's so dumb.
I love it. I think this movie is going to be a very good movie, a very fun movie. I like the fact
is not to be fucked with.
He looked badass. Mr. Mime looked weird as fuck, like he usually looks weird as fuck.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
And you see like the PG-13-ish kind of vibe to it as well. The fact that he's telling him to shove it.
Yep.
I like where it's going. I like the direction. I'm actually excited to actually see this.
Shout outs to the Pokemon company getting the okay to let this happen.
Yeah. Because
we know this is like the first time that they're letting the American media take over.
Yeah, and also announced recently that Mario Brothers is being in development by Illumination Studios, the people that did Despicable Me.
Oh, see, that's good. That's good.
And it's going to be a CGI. It's going to be that kind of art movie.
Even better. Awesome.
Because Sonic is scaring me.
I have not seen anything for Sonic. What's that?
It's Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be a live action / CGI movie.
Didn't they learn from Sonic 06 that it's just creepy? Interspecies erotica. We ain't there yet, man. Yeah. Don't stop it. Stop it.
So it's good that we're getting a lot of these things coming.
Wait for the aliens to show up before you try to push that. I'm just whatever, man. Like, okay, did you see Sonic 06? You know about him and the princess?
Yes.
Yeah, it just looks creepy. It's not. No, Sonic and humans. I'll say it again. Sonic Adventure 1. I do not like it because Sonic with humans. It looks weird. Ugh. Eggman is the only man allowed to be around Sonic.
Yeah,
because he's shaped like an egg. That's it. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, those are the two trailers that I really want to talk about. Second Pikachu looks like it's gonna be a really fun one.
I think so. Like I said, Ryan Reynolds is on a hot streak. He's been getting involved with some really good stuff lately. So more power to him. There was some good news. I want to get the people involved right. Devil May Cry is getting a new anime.
Yeah,
and it's being done by the actual people who just did Castlevania, but not just that. It's gonna be directed by the same person, I believe.
And supposedly it's supposed to be set in the same world.
So, I mean, listen, if that's what is gonna happen now, that'd be cool. But
yeah,
I wonder what made Konami say. Because I don't know if you're aware of how Konami got their bad reputation for like just being a shit company that sold out to some pachinko people and wants to. It's a whole thing with them.
Yeah.
Like they literally had said they were getting out of the games business a while ago. So to see all this new stuff crop up with Simon Belmont is in Smash, what? They just put out a Castlevania game for Halloween. The remakes.
Yeah.
And now the Netflix series is being pushed out there, and it's actually really good. But this is a 100. This is like a 360 degrees from what the fuck they would do. Like, excuse me, 480 because they had to spin around once and then turn around again because they can't go back 360 because that means they were just doing the same bullshit. So wait, what is after 360?
The Xbox One.
That's not what it's whatever. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let me stop trying to get this math. Let me stop trying to do this math and just keep going. But anyway, I'm saying it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because they were really saying they were not focusing on games or anything, and I guess that just meant we're not going to make any. But here, we'll sell you our IPs.
Yeah.
Which is great. Good. So now we got this in development, and I'm thankful. Did you get to see all of Castlevania?
I did not. I'm still working on it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's actually the season 2. It hits a part where it's like it just turns up to like fucking 11 for the nostalgia, and the last episode is real good.
Well, wrestling goes back to normal this week, so I'll have time to watch it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, wrestling been overwhelming this week.
I understand.
But yeah, I'll definitely want to watch it. But I'm actually interested in what they do with Devil May Cry.
Yes, I'm hopeful because they got something to live up to. Listen, I'm one of the people that actually liked the other anime that came out a while ago.
Yeah.
People didn't like it because it was too short and it didn't really focus on Dante like being Devil May Cry-ish.
Yeah.
It was more of him taking jobs and doing those.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was still funny. Yeah. I like the little girl and the butler. Like, it was actually a funny ass show. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this will be really good. And I'm also very, very excited for Devil May Cry 5. So
there we go.
I wonder if they're gonna roll any of that in there. Like, how old will Dante be in this one?
Just old.
Oh wait, no. I'm seeing if they have any information about which game they're gonna take from specifically. But no, there's nothing. So don't speculate on that
Dante.
yet. I mean, it's not the worst interpretation of the character. I'm just saying. Did you play Devil May Cry 2? He looked cool as hell, but
not when you see the Diesel outfit and then you're like, what the hell? There's a handkerchief in his neck.
Yeah, I could have did without that. The original one is dope though.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, game is doo-doo. That aside, that's very exciting. We also wanted to bring up they're showing off a lot of the nominees now for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
For 2018. I know you brought it to my attention that they have the website up now so you can see all of the different nominees.
You can vote?
Go ahead. Oh, you can just do it right now. Yeah.
You can vote, yeah.
You can also vote on this year's nominees.
Yes.
So do you want to read through them or you want me to read through them?
Sure. So right now the Game of the Year nominees got it announced. You got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You got
which each category you want to go through?
Game of the Year.
Okay, cool.
It's Game of the Year. You got Best Ongoing Game. You got Best Game Direction. You got Best Narrative. You got Best Art Direction. You got Best Score Music presented by Spotify.
Really? Oh shit.
You got Best Audio Design represented by Adobe.
That's okay. Okay. All right.
You got Best Performance. You got Games for Impact. I don't know if that means. For thought-provoking games with a profound pro-social meaning or message. Okay.
If a game made you feel something.
I guess so. Best Independent Game. Best game, mobile game. Best mobile game. Best VR AR game. Best action game. Best action adventure game. Best role playing game.
And this is gonna be presented on television?
Yeah, they usually do it on Twitch.
Okay. Oh,
it's December 6th.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Okay,
best fighting game.
Oh shit.
Best family game. Best strategy game. Best sports and racing game. So they put them in one category. Best multiplayer game. Best student game. Best indie game. Best debut indie game. Best esports game. Esports has its own category now.
Okay.
Best esports player presented by OM by HP.
Wow. Okay.
And best esports team. And best esports coach. Damn.
Really? Wow.
Best esport event.
Okay. Okay.
Best esport host. Best esports moment. God damn, there's a lot of things that just made it. Content creator of the year.
Okay.
And that's it.
Nice. So, I mean, that's why I was asking to read this, because there's a lot of shit.
I'm voting for this girl because she's cute.
What's the...
Best content creator. Content creator.
See, I don't know any of the people in that one. So, just let's go to the biggest ones, and I'll tell you. So, game of the year, best, your favorite categories, because a lot of this stuff, unfortunately, there's a hell of a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah, so they're not doing any like individual console game of the year, so some of the stuff may get overlooked. But put it this way, you got four heavy hitters of this year. You had God of War, Monster Hunter, Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption that came out like very just recently. And Red Dead Redemption is already getting looked at to be the game of the year. We had a good year of games, to be honest with you, because even games that weren't in this that are not mentioned, I think they were great. Like Far Cry 5 was great. Yakuza Kiwami 2 was great. So yeah, we got a lot of good games this year.
Yeah, this is true.
So I guess we'll go with the main category, game of the year.
Yeah.
That's the one most people care about. You got Assassin's Creed Odyssey being one of the nominees. Celeste,
yeah.
Celeste.
Seen that.
I've never played it. I think it's a PC game, so I'm not sure what it is. God of War, which came out March of this year.
Okay.
Spider-Man came out in June this year. Monster Hunter World, which also came out in January.
Yeah, that was the beginning, yeah.
And then Red Dead Redemption 2, which came out last month.
Yes. So spans the entire year.
Yeah. So what will be your choice? Which I think is going.
I could
choice is the
tell
one
you.
Play.
Yeah, I could tell you. I haven't played any of these games except one, and so I would pick Monster Hunter. Like the only other one on here that I really, really want to get right now is Red Dead. But like, yeah, Monster. I've only played one of these games.
I will say, of everything, I would say Red Dead Redemption is gonna win it.
Okay. From your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man. But one thing Spider-Man does with their game is it could get. They do kind of repetitive stuff in the game for it being a full game. I say Red Dead Redemption is a bit higher than that.
Okay.
Same thing with God of War. Red Dead Redemption story is crazy. The realism that's part of that game, everything, the aspects, everything interactive. You could just walk around and you will see so many different interactions with animals killing each other, with people arguing, with people fighting, with people giving each other hugs and talking with each other. You see that in this game. This game's alive.
Yes.
And this is something that I think no other game can touch. On that matter.
I mean, listen, they had so much time to refine. And what you're telling me is that it's amazing. So yeah, I believe it.
So I say that Red Dead Redemption is going to take that category.
Okay.
I will say
if I had to predict from what we have here, I would say Spider-Man might be number 2. Like if not Red Dead, I think Spider-Man's going to take it, because that game turned a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people were skeptical about Spider-Man games for a long time.
Yeah.
And to hear so many human beings being like, yo, this Spider-Man game is good. It's mad good. It's mad good. It's not just the swinging. The game is mad good.
Yeah.
And like, so I'm expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that will take the game of the year. Again, that's December 6th. I think you can watch it on Twitch. There's no actual channel that's gonna show it, so usually Twitch will be the place.
Oh
to
yeah,
watch
because
it.
it used to be Spike that used to have it, and
Or-
when that went away, I forgot what channel showed it.
Well, I remember G4 showed it before that.
That was a while ago. G4 lost that channel a long time ago. Because remember, they turned into that thing that only showed like cops.
Yeah.
That man, what was that about? Cops and
Cops.
cheaters.
Yep.
What
Cops
the?
and cheaters.
That's so random.
Yep.
They might as well have showed Maury too. Like, what were you going
not
for?
the father.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so stay tuned to your local television broadcaster. I'm sure they have a list of places to check it out. So
yeah, but I think Twitch would be the main place to find it. You probably find different people hosting it, and playing it as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I mean, good. I mean, and well, how do you feel about this being a thing? Like after all this time, I don't know what number this one is, but this is a thing now. Remember, this used to not be a thing.
Yeah, you know
A
what?
centered one. It used to we know that for years it's been IGN's Game of the Year. It's been GameSpot. It's been this company, that company. But it's been a few years now that we have this one big central thing that they all acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So how do you feel it's been so far?
It's fine. I'm not honest, to be honest with you. I really don't watch it because I really hate Kevin Neely. I don't like that guy whatsoever. I met him a couple times at GameStop, and he was just,
What's his name?
Kevin Neely.
The guy. Oh,
Yeah.
that guy. Oh, the main dude.
Yeah, I hate him.
I know you're talking about. Okay,
He's such a
main dude.
dick. He is such a dick. So I just don't like him. So I really don't
Wait, you're talking
care.
about Jeff Keighley, right? Because
Jeff Keighley.
okay, because I was say, oh, Kevin, that's not the host of Attack of the Show, is he? I thought he was a cool dude.
No, that's Kevin. That's Nick Ferrero.
Oh, Kevin Pereira. Yeah.
Kevin Ferrero.
Okay, Jeff Keighley. Okay, that's the guy.
I don't like that guy.
Gotcha.
So I don't give a fuck. I usually don't watch it because he always has these long ass monologues, and I just want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, I mean, he won.
Yeah.
Because remember, there were a few like it could have been somebody else who was the guy for the game's big thing, and he's the one that stuck around the longest. And
yeah.
So I remember when he was just on G4 on like the one game show.
Yeah, he was on Electric Playground.
And I like that show because he wasn't the main dude.
Yeah.
It was I forgot the guy's name, but I know his first name was Victor. And Tommy Tallarico was on that show.
Yeah.
And then they had the lady too, who was one of the she was like the offside. She would bring up like the special guests and stuff.
Yeah.
That show was pretty good. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But
Anyway.
yeah, it's good for the gaming industry. I just wish it gets more of a main place to be seen.
Yeah.
Like on a TV channel like that. But then again, nowadays everything's on YouTube. You probably see it on YouTube also. So probably be broadcast on YouTube, probably be broadcast on Twitch, probably be broadcast on anything that you use for streaming videos and stuff like Mixer and any other one that's out there.
Yeah, that's right. Mixer's doing stuff too.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of this stuff? Like, because I hear they give promotions to certain games.
I be honest with you, have not.
Okay, because I heard the one I heard that was most recent was Forza, the latest Forza.
That's the only game off for Xbox.
They're the only exclusive
Red Dead.
Recently, right?
Yeah, and Red Dead.
But no, the Red Dead's not exclusive, so I guess Forza is the only exclusive one, right? Yeah. Okay. So I heard they were giving you like score if you stream through them.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm like, what? But that's a way to promote it because that's Microsoft, right?
Yeah, that's
yes. Okay, so that's interesting. That's an interesting thing.
Also out this week, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yes, I have seen people starting to stream that. Hopefully, not getting banned.
It looks
people
interesting.
Playing the game.
I don't think I'll get it though.
Now that is the full 3D you walk with your Pikachu or Eevee?
Yeah, you can even ride. You can ride a Snorlax.
What?
Yeah, you can
Oh
ride a
man, don't make me buy
Snorlax.
this game.
You can ride a Ponyta. You can ride a Growlithe.
Is a list like, is it a limited list, or is it like a majority of the Pokemon you can ride on?
You
Like the
can
big
probably,
ones?
yeah, the big ones I think you can ride on.
Oh, yo, I'm about to ride on the back of what's the one with the egg?
But Exeter?
No, not that one. What's
Yeah.
that big pink one that always has the egg?
A Clefairy?
No, Clefairy is the little. She has a little tuft of hair on her head.
I know what you're. I don't know.
The Nurse Joy one.
Yeah, I don't know the name.
Ah, I forgot the name of that. Yo, what is the name of that thing?
I don't know the name of that.
See, now you got Clefable and Clefairy because I remember that episode now. God damn it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I will ride on the back of that thing. It's just stupid. It's just a big pink egg.
Yeah. It's getting
so
good.
what about
it? Got
it?
decent reviews. It got 8.5.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, who is that? Is that IGN?
That was IGN.
Ah.
My thing with it, again, they're using a lot of the Pokemon Go elements to it.
Okay, so it's not a full.
It's a mix of the two.
Okay.
And I just hope it was. I don't know. I just can't. I don't think I could get into it.
Maybe you have to like play somebody else's or something like that.
Yeah, I might just have to try it. Maybe if they put a demo out.
Yeah, that is a lost art. Demos for a lot of the stuff, just to get people to see if they like how it operates. Yeah, because you know, you could see something and be like, "That's not for me," and then play it and be like, "Oh shit! All right, you know what? It's not bad."
Exactly.
So, okay. Like I would say I've been out of the Pokemon loop for a good while.
Yeah.
So I'm not really excited or not excited. I'm just like, hey, it's a Pokemon thing. So.
And it's also like it's the original 151. It's not none of the brand new ones, right?
Nice. The official. Well,
so it's supposed to be like a like a full remaster, like the red, blue, and yellow.
I mean, listen, that's not a bad idea.
No.
I mean, they technically already did it once because they did Fire Red and Leaf Green. I remember that.
Yeah.
But this is the first full 3D Pokemon game on a console since, what is it, Coliseum?
Yeah.
That's a long ass time. And they have a bundle for it as well, right?
Yeah.
There's a Switch bundle that comes with. Is it only Pikachu on the back, or do they have one?
It's all the Pokemon on the back. It's like pictures of it, and there's one control that's for Pikachu, one control that's for Eevee. So one is brown and yellow, one is yellow and brown.
Nice, cool. So if you want more controller colors, there you go.
And right now, Eevee's is more popular than Pikachu's.
Can you evolve that Eevee?
Yeah.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's why, because you know nobody cares about a Raichu, and Pikachu gets whack after a while. I mean, but then again, if that Pikachu can do Surf, just saying. That was the whole premise behind Yellow. It was like surfing Pikachu was a thing.
Yeah.
So
and I think you could dress him up and stuff too. You could dress your Pokemon up. You could do a lot of things with it. Again, I haven't really played it yet, so I don't have like a full massive review for you guys. But there's a chance I might buy it. I don't know yet, depending on how I feel. I'll probably just do like a random impulse buy and pick it up.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, so that came out this week.
Well, on the Sony store side, because we like deals here, there's a big ass Black Friday sale that they're doing now on PSN. I'm sure Xbox is doing this, but hey, listen, man, I ain't got an Xbox One yet, so you have to deal with it. If you want bundles on a lot of stuff that just came out, it's actually a good deal. There's actually some stuff to look forward to. Like Red Dead, their bundles are discounted. They're like $10 off for each of their bundles. Call of Duty also. Assassin's Creed Odyssey got slashed. Is $40.
Yeah, that
just came out. Again, their bundle, it basically costs the same price as the regular game. So if you buy to get all the DLC, I'm assuming that's season pass stuff. So that's like the really popular stuff. Destiny's here with its discounts. You can get their the biggest version of the game, and that's only $70 as compared to it being $100, which is again, DLC packages and whatnot. The smaller stuff like the Crash Insane trilogy, I didn't know it was $40. I thought it was 30, but now it's 20. It's on sale for 20.
Nice. It was fun.
Okay, good to hear that. Diablo. Now here's a good one. Diablo, like the actual collection, because the game Diablo's been out for like years, but it did have a bunch of DLC. It was still $60 because of the DLC. Now it's on sale for $20. Like that's a big ass discount. So if you haven't bought it, I should get that, but I already bought something, and I typically don't go crazy.
Sadly, on the Switch, it's still $60.
So yeah, you see, that's the thing. So again, if you looking for the place to play it, and it's not necessarily on the go, I'd recommend picking it up on either PS4. I don't know. Was that one of those exclusive games? Is it on 360? Or was it on Xbox One? So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Black Friday sale on Xbox One, and you could probably get a discount.
It's probably around the same price too, because they usually have the same deals.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very competitive. So all this stuff I'm saying, you probably flip on your Xbox and it's the same shit, but it's a discount regardless. So it helps people who don't want to spend too much on stuff. They're probably gonna play once. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody has that disposable income to buy like 4 or 5 games a month or whatnot. So just chill out. Wait till a fucking big sale, and you'll get you some gems. Doom is $15.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner does not like Doom. How dare you?
You must pay full price for Doom.
He's like, holla if you hear me. No, you freak.
I know Lego Incredibles is like $20 now, and Lego Villains, I think it's going down to 40.
Nice. Also, Dragon Ball Fighters I think its lowest has been so far, $26.
And they're about to make a full package version of it soon.
Fighters?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I was about to say I don't think this has all the DLC, so you might have to still buy that.
Yeah. So I think there's a legend collection that's coming out that comes with all the DLC.
Okay. Got you. Also, our few recommendations. Show recommends Lost Paradise, Visit the North Star, $40.
Yeah.
That's a big discount.
I might have to pick that up.
Also, Yakuza Kiwami 2, $35. Small discount. It wasn't expensive to begin with. You should buy that.
Buy it.
Monster Hunter, I believe, regular edition is like $20, and I think the bundle with a bunch of like the deluxe stuff is $30. So either one of those is worth it. That's a game. If you buy that, guess what? That's all the DLC.
Yeah.
It came out in January and it had no DLC. How does that work? But they still have stuff to make you come back. Companies need to look at that. You can't just be. I'm getting sick and tired of all these goddamn season passes. I'm just saying. I'm getting tired of it. And before I conclude the sale stuff, just a few more that people are really looking forward to. I know if people haven't played Nier Automata, take a dive. It's $30. Persona 5 is $20. I got Horizon with the DLC because it's a year old, so it should be discounted, but I got that and the DLC for $15, which is really good. That's an amazing deal.
And it's an amazing game.
And also Skyrim with all of its stuff is $20. And if you want to try DLC, I mean in the VR or the DLC or whatever they have, you can try it for $30. I don't know what Skyrim in VR looks like though. So,
and one thing that's on sale right now on PlayStation Network, also, and then Amazon is the year PlayStation Gold.
Yes,
it is $40 right now.
Gotcha. So that's not on site. Also, whatchamacallit just came out. 2K19.
Yeah,
$30.
Went down
$30, and Digital Deluxe is $44. So if you want to get that,
I might pick that up. I have it on the Switch, but I might pick it up on the PS4.
Okay.
But yeah, get gold. Get gold for $40 and download Kiwami 1 for free.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Download Kiwami 1. Why are you not downloading Kiwami 1?
Mm-hmm. You should have already had it.
I will fight everybody.
That's the rule. We told you before to get it. You should have already had it.
One of my friends that actually listened to the cast, when we talked about it being free, and he heard some of our past ones that we did a lot of Kiwami coverage. He was like, "Yo, that game just sounds like really entertaining." I was like, "It is. Download it for free now. Go download it now and play it."
Yeah, man.
And that's
fun.
all he said. Yo, I stood on the game for 15 hours straight.
It's fun. Come
Yeah.
on, can't be denied.
And now you can get Kiwami 2 for $35.
So you can basically get 2 of them.
There you go.
So, just wanted to throw that out there because I'm having a good time checking out one of last year's best games. So don't miss out. If you typically are like, hey man, listen, I know I can't spend a lot of money on myself this year. I got X and X to buy presents for. Fuck it, just buy you a discounted game. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. You can still buy everybody else a fucking iPad, or buy this kid his phone, or buy that guy some sneakers, or buy this girl her perfume or whatever. But you could be happy too. Buy yourself a game. So when you at home, like, damn, I ain't got no money, but I got this game for $5, so I'm good. So there you go. Also, yeah, Horizon is dope. I just started playing that, and I'm finding out what everybody else knows. That game is amazing.
Yeah.
Voice acting is on point. Mocap is on point. Like, man, that's really good. It's real good. I also see the similarities with Monster Hunter and the bow.
Yeah.
Like, I see the shared technology between the two.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
You want to know something that kind of, what kind of like put attention away from it is the fact that and Zelda Breath of the Wild both came out at the same time.
Yeah, you're right. Well, for me, because I don't own a Switch and I didn't buy Horizon, what took my attention away was Yakuza came out at the same time. Like before that was January's game last year.
Yeah.
So I was already lost in the world. I was done.
Yeah. So that one, I think, because I ended up buying both, and then playing one and the other, they're both like extremely similar.
But also extremely good, right?
Yeah, they both were extremely good, but I had to give a break to Zelda, and I stood on Horizon. I finished Horizon, then I finally went to Zelda.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely.
Did you get to play the DLC?
The DLC I never got to play. I have it. I just never played it.
Okay.
So I gotta go back one day back on that game because I platinumed the game.
Yeah, I remember you told me that's one of the few. That's one of those games like you felt like, yo, I got to do this.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Can I ask you a question? Is that a game one that has ridiculous stuff in it that you do to get a platinum?
No.
Okay.
Most of it is like throughout the game you'll line up eventually getting it.
Okay.
Maybe finding certain things take a little longer than others.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, everything is possible.
Yeah. It's not something meant to drive you crazy.
It's not like kill 3,000 T-Rex with a hammer and stone.
Oh man, that sounds like something that should be in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's all about. Eventually, you do everything.
Okay, cool. That's good. And I mean, damn, it's fun. It's just immediately on my brain because it's the last thing I played. So, excuse me. So yeah, between that, Soul Calibur 6, Dead Cells. That's about it. Recently, yeah. So I guess I gotta ask you, Mark. Since I just named 2 games that came out this year.
Yeah.
How's your personal? Because we're gonna do one for the show. Yeah. How's your personal game of the year list looking? Are you keeping track of anything?
I have a top 5
in particular. Okay.
I have a top 5. I think. There are ones that surprised me that I played, and there's some that I just couldn't get into that are big names that I just couldn't get into them. So right now it's Red Dead. That's pretty much what it's fresh in my mind right now. Spider-Man, also the DLC of Spider-Man is coming out Tuesday, the Turf War, which is starring Hammerhead. That comes out like this week, so I'll probably go back on Spider-Man just to play that and then go back. The suits are cool. It's Megaverse Spider-Man, the original Iron Spider, and the Mach 1 Iron suit. Remember the silver and black suit?
Yeah,
that one.
Wow. Okay.
But the Mayverse is using the same animation as the comic version of Spider-Man. That's like more cartoony, cel shade.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that they did that.
Oh shit. Okay, that's cool.
But Spider-Man would be one. I like Far Cry 5 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite ones this year. God of War was great, but God of War, honestly, it didn't catch me like everyone else. It captured everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I played it and I let go of it, and then I played it again. I just couldn't get back into it.
Did you finish it?
The game, once I finished the game, like I just didn't want to play it anymore.
I got you. Yes.
But a lot of people go back and do these things. I'm just like, I'm not interested in doing it. And then also during that time is when I started doing my Yakuza binge, and I went through all 3 games.
Gotcha.
Because remember, I went through 0, I went through 1, and then I went through 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I played like 3 straight Yakuza games, like back to back to back. And surprisingly, like I did not get tired of it either. I actually just enjoyed the hell out of all 3 of them, like personally.
Yeah, they can do that to you. Like they're really just good like that.
Because I could see like getting stale if like you play one to the other. But me, I was just so interested in the story and where it was gonna go. Like I just want to keep going.
And
like
also, they also varied
out,
out, so it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, if 3 would have came out, I would have went directly into 3. So yeah, those are the games like all around. Those are the games I'm having the most fun with. Also, Mario Odyssey.
Okay.
Was it this year?
No, that was last year. I thought that was the 1-2 punch with Nintendo last year.
Yeah, last year was Odyssey. Odyssey came out like in June.
Okay.
What came out on the Switch this year then?
Massive stuff for Switch.
Well, Smash Brothers.
Well, unfortunately, you gotta wait a month? Not even.
Yeah.
Now, not even. It's the 7th. So
yeah,
a little under a month left.
Yeah. So I guess Smash Bros would be the big thing. Pokemon Eevee, those are the ones for Switch, but I haven't really bought anything big on the Switch besides NBA which I'm playing now, and everything else I haven't really been playing. I finished what I had, and that was it.
Yeah, like I'm looking now. I'm not like I used to be where used to buy, because I just told you earlier like about the buying so many games that you never finish.
Yeah.
And that's a bad thing. And so you just look through your library and it's like, damn, I don't even remember this. Yeah. Like, did I buy this? Like, who? What? So I slowed down a lot of the stuff to stuff that it's either a game that I can simmer on, like Monster Hunter, where I get play it once in a while, like once a week or something. Yeah. When something new comes out, and then just put it down because there's nothing else to do because I finished the story. Yeah. And then I'll go to something story focused for a little while, or a fighting game in between. So it's like you can see I can space them out. Yeah. So like a fighting game typically comes out one part of the year, and then it'll probably be like 3 months till the next one. Yeah. Because like there was I know last year was Tekken. It was Dragon Ball. This year is Soul Calibur. I think this year was Blaze Blue Tag, but I didn't play that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too heavy into Blaze Blue Tag. I really didn't get good at Blaze Blue towards the end, so I'm not gonna buy that just to get body. No, thank you. But for this year, like honestly, there's a very few games that captured my attention. I still may have to buy maybe I did not play God of War. I kind of want to play that, and I'm definitely debating picking up Red Dead. Yeah. Maybe I'll get that for Black Friday, but right now, with all honesty, I could say Dead Cells is probably gonna be my game of the year.
Yeah.
The game is fucking addictive, man. It's literally a Castlevania game that it changes every time you beat it because the layout of the weapons is not specifically the environment. Yes, it does change somewhat, but it's also after a while it's so familiar that that's not the big factor. It more boils down to trying to in your head figure out how you're going to navigate the run, which builds you want to use, because there's 3 different types like of what do you even call them? Like types. There's a brutality, tactics, and survival, which they all accentuate different parts of how you would play a game. Like brutality means the weapons associated with that are things that you would usually run up on somebody and beat them down with, like maybe.
Yeah.
Tactics is usually like a long range thing, and survival is usually something that's like defensive.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just navigating that, mixing those together to try to beat the game, because the game is literally, if you die once, it's game over.
Yeah.
So, and it's for, you know, all intents and purposes, each run could technically be a full game. Like if you were to say, I'll take this Castlevania game, break it up into like 4 bosses, but make them, you know, make the levels actually really hard, you could do that.
Yeah.
The way this is made, and then, you know, stack on the map changes, stack on the random items, stack on the what do you call them in this game? They're not like multipliers. They're the things that the mutations. There you go. The little things that you get to accentuate your style of gameplay. So like you can get HP regen, and there's a whole bunch. It's super complex for how simple of a game it is.
Yeah.
And like that, it speaks to me because I like the character design too. So, but yeah, that's looking like it. That Soul Calibur, I didn't gravitate towards playing Tekken as much as I've gravitated towards playing this.
Yeah.
And I fucking really like Soul Calibur, and it's got all that crazy stuff. Like you can, if you want to go online, you can see the world.
Yeah.
You could see things you shouldn't see, but if you just want to play Soul Calibur, you can have a hell of a fucking. It's fun. It's real fun. So
yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Still waiting on Red Dead. See what that plays like for me. So that's about it. My list is looking short.
Yeah, my next ones, I'm like the ones I'm gonna catch on sale, which will be Soul Calibur 6, and maybe what was it? Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. That game, if I could plead a case for playing that game, I've seen some shit in that game.
Yeah.
With the combat.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff you could do, especially with that Sparta kick.
Yeah.
And Bobcats, or whatever they are. I don't know, some type of Wildcats. I've seen some shit. So you might have some fun if you do decide to play that soon.
Yeah. But right now, yeah, it's between Red Dead and Spider-Man.
Can I also say something? How good? Because this is an underrated feature. All those games with the camera mode.
Yeah.
Does Red Dead have? Does it have one built in? Yeah. So 3 of those games you mentioned, they all have that built in. God of War has it built in. Spider-Man has it built in, and Red Dead has it built in. You know how good that feature is in Horizon to take pictures to use as your background? God damn. So good. So good. I wish Monster Hunter had it though.
Yeah.
That's like the one game that so many cool things happen during a fight. I wish it had that for like offline or something, because I know you can't pause it online, but fuck if it had it for offline.
Yeah. Last thing
I'm riding a horse, man. I'm riding a horse. It's a mechanical horse.
Last thing I want to add into it, we usually don't talk about we have our own cast for Power Rangers, which we did. That will be coming out very soon for Down Charge, Super Down Charge. Hasbro just announced the whole lineup for their first hint on the Power Ranger toys, the Lightning Collection, and I am extremely excited for it. It's gonna make me
nice.
So, if you ever heard me and Mike, actually, me and you talk about Power Rangers, this usually tends to be SPD, and one of our favorite Ranger of SPD is one of the figures that are in the series.
Oh, nice.
So Shao Ranger is getting a figure in the series. Yes. And then they also announced the Magnum Defender. They announced the White Ranger, which was the first one they showed.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but hold on. I didn't mean to distract you. I meant to send you the picture of the thing I was talking about.
Yeah, so it's the Shadow Ranger from SPD, White Ranger and Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin. It's Dino Charge.
Okay.
Is Dino Charge from what?
So for anybody listening, it's a picture of Aloy riding a horse.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Oh god, what am I doing?
Don't
you
do it. Don't do it.
You sent in the picture?
Yeah, I just hit the picture, but I didn't know you were. It was gonna catch you online, like the sound and shit.
Yeah, that I was looking at it and I was like, hey, what is going? Anyway, I try to see it, but yeah, the Lightning Edition, pretty much a Shadow Ranger. It's white and pink, Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin. It's Lord Zed. It's Magnum Defender from Lost Galaxy, and it's Dino Charge Red Ranger.
Now, okay, the name is a Lightning Edition, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll make sure to get those up and running, so I can make sure I can look through them.
Yeah.
And yeah, there may be a purchase.
Yeah, I might might pre-order that whole collection.
Okay.
You know what? That's probably where I start on collecting Power Ranger stuff. Is that I'll probably buy that whole set.
Okay.
Because they're relaunching everything, and so the legacy figures are not no more.
Now, question. I'm rusty on it because I remember we talked about this before when it first happened.
Yeah.
Is this it, right? This is the debut? Yeah. Okay.
This is Hasbro's first line.
Gotcha.
And it comes out spring this year, so pre-orders probably be out next month or so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking excited for it. I really want to see how Shadow looks. I really need to see how the Shadow Ranger looks. I think that's the one I'm like looking to look at right now. But there's no. They just announced the characters that's going to be in the series. Hasbro is responsible, the ones that are doing the Marvel Legends, and they are responsible for the Star Wars relaunch figures, the black figures and stuff like that. So yeah, they're in good hands on what they're going to do with these figures.
Nice. I'm so glad. I remember seeing the White Ranger.
Yeah.
And how cool he was. So to know that they're making Doggy. Oh, right.
And the fact that they're using the face of Tommy on the White Ranger and stuff like that, so they're giving that extra detail to it. They look great. I think they look very close to what they look at in TV and stuff like that. They're not overly like brolic and shit like that. They actually look like Rangers.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'm excited for these figures. I can't wait.
That's cool. See, I might have to mess with that Lord Zed though.
Me too. That's the reason why I'm buying the whole set.
I see.
Because Magnum Defender is a badass looking fucking character too.
Okay.
One thing I like about these is that the scales of them are like the TV series and not like overly brolic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I like those proportions. Yes.
Yeah, they look like the figure art ones.
Yeah,
and not the regular toy ones with mad muscles and abs and all that shit.
Question: they look like those, but they're the same height as a regular figure.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And they have different hands, different heads, and all that stuff. So
cool.
And then if you buy all of them, they all make the Ultra Megazord. So now I'm gonna line up opening all these motherfuckers.
I mean, listen, it is what it is, but. See, I'm so happy now that toys for a while have taken the Japanese approach with the multiple heads and hands.
Yeah,
it's just a cool feature. Like if you make it that you can pop them off, we'll do it. You don't have to be like, oh man, his hand can't hold anything. No, just give him extra hands.
What I'm planning to do is buy two of these Dolph. I forgot what they're called. When in IKEA they had these glass display cases. I'm gonna buy two of them. I'm gonna buy one for all my to add my wrestling stuff to, and the other one's all gonna be Power Rangers.
Nice.
So I got the Red Ranger helmet already. I'm gonna get the Green Ranger helmet, and I heard the White and Black Rangers are coming out, so I might actually get those as well.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, I like. I've been collecting. I wanted a series I could collect. Legacy, I kind of waited too long, and now there's so many, and it's expensive as fuck. So this one, I'm gonna try to start and keep up with it.
Okay, I understand.
And I think I'm just gonna put $100 on the side every month, and if they have a new series, boom, $100.
Can you get a case to just get them all?
Yeah, you can buy them all. Most websites will sell them in a package deal.
Okay, cool.
So usually they're like $120. Cool. Usually the figures go for $25 each, or $20.
Yes, yeah.
So $120 is pretty good.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, so I definitely might do a pre-order on that. Like, I don't care. Like, I mainly want Doggy. Like, Doggy, the Shadow Ranger is the one that sold me the set. I saw him and I was like, I want Shadow Ranger.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I'm gonna put Shadow Ranger and White Ranger fighting.
Oh shit! You can do that. Oh,
and Lord Zed on a throne laughing.
Yes. Fuck,
dude. Like again, like I've been listening to that Major Wrestling podcast thing. And even though they talk about wrestling figures, it gives me ideas on what they do because they tell you buy things they buy to display their stuff and everything like that.
Okay.
And they have a lot of good ideas. Like there's this G.I. Joe website that does mainly G.I. Joe figures.
Okay.
But they make the standees for it fits the Marvel Legend figures.
What? Okay, so you can just put...
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah,
that is kind of cool. The tips and tricks of collectors and whatnot. Yeah.
So cool. I'm definitely gonna buy that collection. I'll probably do an unboxing like a child and for Christmas Day.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
Have them under the tree and everything. Oh,
yeah. And with that, yes, please listen to our Power Ranger cast that we up. We did Mega Force and the Blue Ranger cast.
Yep.
Last, we gave it a new name, which is the Morphin cast, which will be every month that we will do a Power Ranger cast. Next series is Ninja Steel. We did Dino Charge this week, which will go up probably sometime this week. And yeah, keeping Power Rangers alive.
Well, you know what? Listen, they are having a healthy resurgence, which is great. Yeah. I love it. They are standing at a testament of time. So, and
I also think it's the fan service as well with the older Rangers and still doing these cons and still being very kind and very humble to what they were and what gave them the stardom and shit like that.
I think with the real, I won't say advent because it's been around for a while, but with the popularity of social media and the positive parts of the fan bases that let these people know, like, yo, we still like your stuff, man.
Yeah.
If you come out, we will show up to your cons and stuff. So I like that dynamic that's going on right now because you see that in a lot of different fandoms where the fans are letting the people involved with stuff know directly that, hey, we're still out here.
Yeah.
And there's a place for you. So don't just because you dressed up in red spandex and say Kia on Saturday doesn't mean you can't come down and we won't still, smile like we're still 10 years old when we first saw it. Like, yeah, man, all this shit is cool.
Shit, I marked out when I first met Tommy.
Dude, I think anybody would.
Yeah. That was my go-to, man. That was my dude when I was a kid. So when I got to meet him and got to really talk to him and shit like that, I found out. I was extremely happy and shit like that. And he was very humble, very patient. I think he gave the time for everybody, and I think that's what I think is helping keeping it alive is the fact that the way they interact with people it's such a good thing.
And also the fact that you'll be held accountable if you don't.
Yes.
If you're an asshole, somebody will be quick to let the world know, yo,
we record you.
Yep, your man.
Record you, touch someone's butt, and we record you.
See, that's all God, James Ellsworth.
My dude.
My dude. Yeah. Why? I'm just saying we didn't bring it up on the wrestling podcast. And I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but the words, why they gotta mean anything. Yeah. James Ellsworth. God damn it. What a piece of shit. I was telling you as a joke, Carmela is cursed. Anybody who's around her, something terrible happens to you.
Yeah.
It just is. It just happens.
All right,
Watch out for
Carmela.
our truth.
We love your Carmela.
We love you, but yo, you must be cursed. I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm actually looking for fucking pre-orders on those lightning figures. Right?
Yeah, that's what y'all do.
I don't think they're
when are
up.
they?
I don't think they're up yet.
Okay.
That just announced, so they don't have like a finished product on it. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Cool.
Yeah. But then I look at the figure art ones, and I still want all these figure art ones, but they're pricey as hell.
Yeah, they usually are. Figure art stuff.
So they're like 40, 50 bucks. Yeah.
Yep. But it's quality, dude.
Oh, I love them. I have the green, white, and red with the shield.
Okay. Now,
And
these companies they don't do bundles to get you like deals and stuff. Like
Nah,
if you
they're-
buy 4, you get 1 free. Or
nah,
something like
they're Japan's company, so
that?
they,
Understood. Yeah, it's just basically somebody important. I got you.
yeah. And then they have some of the older Super Sentai ones, like the original
Oh.
Red Ranger that I kind of want because it just looks cool.
Yeah.
And, they have.
Okay.
I have the Black Ranger with the shield.
The figure arts.
Yeah, that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. My homegirl bought it for me.
Oh man, nice.
So
Awesome.
yeah, I had those, and they just look great. Like I want to get again when I get my middle thing, I'll display them with the weapons and make them look good and shit like that because they're really nice figures.
Yeah. Talking about expense. The one that I did see, the group of their figures that I find particularly appealing
Yeah,
is this one here. Well, I can't see it. It's called the Samurai Metallic.
yeah,
Apparently that was San Diego Comic-Con 2013.
yeah,
Now, they don't all look cool, but the Red Ranger looks badass. He's got a coat.
yeah.
Like that looks dope. Like they've got a God, just looking through all this stuff. Damn, they have a lot of stuff, dude.
Yep.
Wow. And to be honest, I'd never thought about it before. I always thought of Figure Arts as the company that made those cool like Marvel stuff. You know what I mean? Or the Batman, the cool ass anime Batman and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't they just make something that comes from their own country?
Yeah,
You know, I didn't think about that.
yeah.
Didn't put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, they are really cool.
They're famous for their Dragon Ball Z figures as well.
Really? I never got to see their Dragon. Wow.
Yeah, they have some nice Dragon Ball Z
Wow.
figures.
Their Tommy though is still not that bad.
No.
That's the long hair one too.
Yeah.
With the hair out. That's not bad. Jeez. And you can hold the helmet in the pit. Oh, that's too
Yeah.
so much articulation, dude.
Yeah. It makes my pocket hurt.
Yeah, no. I see. Yeah. But anyway, we have a second chance. Technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep up with these, and just hopefully, I have enough money to buy all this stuff.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And then there will be unboxings, and you will see a collection. You will see the collection displayed and all.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Waiting for it,
yeah.
man.
Yes.
Can't
So
wait.
when they have announced that they are doing pre-orders on those figures, I'm buying it. I'm putting a pre-order on it. Like I really want those. I really want the Shadow Ranger more than anybody, but I
Okay.
want that whole set.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I do.
Shadow Ranger is number one. If he's not in the box, I'm gonna go fight somebody.
If he's a rare.
Yeah, someone's gonna get stabbed.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it to him. He jigged him. Why they stick him like that?
Yep, I'm gonna do it just like Shadow Ranger.
He had that. Oh shit.
I'm going with a samurai with a fucking sword with a dragon on it.
Don't be like that guy. Don't be like the Red Ranger now. Calm it down.
Right? Right?
Don't do
It's
it.
Decker.
Oh shit. So I guess that's about it for this week. We don't have
Yeah.
too much more. We'll do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So the takeaway from this week is Horizon is dope. Go get it. And check out these figures, dude. They are. The Tommy alone is dope. Do you know where you can go to see the ones the other ones?
They haven't showed them yet. They just show the ones that are coming out. I actually have the picture of the ones that are coming out, but they don't actually have the figure version of them.
No,
it's just-
okay. Oh, you mean do they have Do they have a picture of any of the, like, in a glass
No,
case or anything? Or
no,
nothing like
it's
that?
just Tommy. Tommy was the first one, and then they announced the rest of them.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, they announced the rest of them, but they haven't shown them yet.
Well, yeah. If you want to see what we're talking about, though, you can just check out the Lightning Collection. You said, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay. Yes. So Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and you'll see the White Ranger show up, and you can expect that level of detail and quality with the rest of these. So it's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
Damn, dude. What are they gonna do to his face? He's a dog. Like, how much realism? I want to know.
I think he'll be one without the head. The head.
He has to come with a separate head, though. He has to. Please.
I think he'll be one without the silly dog head.
No.
You just want the dog face on the Ranger?
No. You know how it comes with multiple heads.
Yeah.
I want. Please. Yeah, the dog head has to be in the box. It has to. It's one of the reasons I like him so much. It's because he's a dog in there. Not only is his outfit badass and is he just legitimately just cool on the show, but he's a dog man.
Yeah.
He's a dog man with spots on him. And he's blue. He's blue. He looks like, what's that dog from the superhero show? Not him. That's the robot. What's the other guy with the dog that's a superhero that has a mask? Damn it, I can't remember. Anyway, some old Hanna-Barbera shit. Oh, let me stop with that.
What?
Remember there's a falcon and a dog.
Dynamite.
That's the robot. Yeah. What's the other dog superhero? There's another guy that looks sort of like Batman.
Were you talking about El Kabong?
No, he had a cat.
But he was a horse.
No, he had a cat as his sidekick, not Kabong. Damn it.
You sure it's not El Kabong? Because he looked like Batman.
No, El Kabong was Zorro. Remember, he had the bandit mask. Well, I know Zorro. I know what Batman is. That's technically where Batman came from. But yeah, wasn't that the movie that he came from watching when his parents got killed?
Yeah,
it was, right? Legend of Zorro, something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like how that all ties itself
together.
Kabong. Yo, they should make a Hanna-Barbera line. I would get El Kabong.
They have Pops?
No, but I want like highly detailed action figures.
Yeah.
I want Snagglepuss, Magilla Gorilla. Who else is in there?
I have the Pops of El Kabong and Quick Draw McGraw.
Quick Draw was the other one. Yes, Quick Draw was my dude.
The Quick Draw was El Kabong.
I know, but still, I like the character. I like the character, Quick Draw McGraw. Yeah. I love Quick Draw McGraw.
I have that.
Yeah, just all of those. The Jetsons to get a whole line.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends Jetsons. Come on, let's do it. And each member of the family comes with a Rosie piece. There you go.
DC will have to do that.
They own the Jetsons?
Yeah, they own Hanna-Barbera. They are
because
part of
Warner Brothers. Yeah, okay. But they all come with a piece of Rosie. There you go.
Mr.
Spacely Sprockets. Cogswell Cogs. There you go. Watch and see, don't they steal my idea? All right. Sweet. Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap this episode up. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. Make sure you catch us on all of our social media. We are on Twitter. I don't want to count them. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we also are on Tumblr, SoundCloud, and WordPress. Yes.
YouTube.
You can check out the video versions on YouTube. It's just a cool picture with some audio, but you know what it is. First, these will go up on our SoundCloud, and also Merc with the Mic SoundCloud, where you can also check out the Wrestling Bible podcast. We just did one today. We did our predictions for SummerSlam.
Survivor Series.
Jesus Christ. You know what's funny? I'm thinking about that.
It's cold outside.
You ain't lying, dude. You ain't lying. Excuse me. Not SummerSlam. Survivor Series. we did do our recap of NXT War Games 2.
Yep.
It's amazing, an amazing wrestling pay-per-view. Merc has the most amazing story of showing someone who hasn't seen any pay-per-views in years. We said since the Raw era. I mean, Attitude era.
Yeah.
So that's late. You know, maybe early 90s. I mean, excuse me, maybe early 2000. Like was when it ended.
Yeah.
So that's a long time, and they were floored by it, which is like NXT is doing it right. So if you get a chance, check that out. Check out the highlights. WWE will put out the highlights on their YouTube, so check that out. And that's about it, right, Mark? You got anything?
Yep. Follow us all our social media. Mike, we do have the Wrestling Cast. The Morphin Cast will be out this week. We named Morphin Cast, but the rest of them are on our SoundCloud as well. You could listen to it. Right now, we have Daniel Charge. Next, we'll be at Ninja Steel. We'll be talking about the Hasbro's on the next cast we do as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I could pre-order them.
Oh my God! Please let us pre-order. Oh
yes.
God, Scott Steiner's going crazy.
Yes, and Scott Steiner wants to say bye because he's an asshole.
Oh my God, he really is, isn't he? Nobody is hollering. Daddy. Nobody is hollering when they
booty daddy.
He's such a. You ruined the NWO. I said it. I said it. When you were the leader, that's when it was the complete shits.
Yeah,
I said it. Anyway, so what? You got everything, Mark? You got any playthroughs coming through?
I should have Red Dead Redemption more and some other stuff coming.
Yeah, check out his Twitch, man. Check out Mark's Twitch. He's got his stuff up there.
Yeah.
That's all Mark with the mic. Everything we do, we try to keep it, very simple. So all of our RedCycloneInc stuff is under RedCycloneInc. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook is all RedCycloneInc.
Mm-hmm.
His all Mark with the mic, all the same platform. So no excuses. Go do it. Find it.
You can find both on both.
Yes, and vice versa. Yes.
Find everything.
Yep. So thank you for listening. Don't forget your sandwiches and the Jenkins. And that's it. Peace.
Later.